Hello everyone, my name is Anderson and welcome back to the Answers and More videos. Answers and More video is for those who already solved the quiz and reinforce the knowledge about what we learned from the previous videos. So, if you have not solved the quiz, go back to the website and solve the quiz first, and then come back to this video. So, today we are going to look through the quiz about the past perfect simple on the website, and this video will help you guys to understand more. Okay, shall we review? Nice, let's start. Number one, let's read the question first. Change the verbs in the past perfect tense. Let's read the sentence. Anderson B in Paris from 1900s to 1914 before he moved to New York in 1920. So we need to change the verb in brackets into past perfect tense. So we have four questions. We have four selective answers. We have was, we have had been, we have is, we have has been. So do you guys remember the rules of past perfect tense? Yes, we have had been. Had PP. Or we can also say past participle. Very good. So we have had, sorry about that. We have had and PP. So we need to add had in here, had, and change this be verb into past participle. The infinitive of be verb is be, and past simple is was, and then the past participle is been. Then we need to put been here, right? So the answer is A2. So Anderson had been in Paris from 1900s to 1914 before he moved to New York in 1920. So we both know that we are in the past. We are in 2020, right? In here. So Anderson had been in Paris until from 1900s, from 1914, before he moved to New York in 1920. So before he moved to New York in 1920, Anderson had been in Paris from that period. So the answer is had been. Very good. So next one. Number two, let's read the sentence first. After he eats an outdated fruit, Mr. John became very ill. So we're still in the past, right? And we need to change this verb into a past perfect simple tense. So, as always, we need to add had, and we need to change this verb into past participle. So, the infinitive form of eat is eat, and the past simple is ate, and then the past participle is eaten. So we need to put eaten behind the had. So had eaten. So the answer is number 4, had eaten. So after he had eaten an outdated fruit, Mr. John became very ill. So, sorry about that, this is a mistake. So, after Mr. John had eaten outdated fruit, he became very ill. So, he had eaten an outdated fruit in the past, in the very, very deep past, and then he became very ill. So, after he had eaten an outdated fruit, and then He became very ill. So the answer is had eaten, the past perfect simple tense. Okay, next one. So number 3, let's read the sentence again. The movie just began when my friend arrived. So let's write a timeline here. My friend arrived. But before, the movie just began. So we need to change this verb form into past perfect as simple. So we need to add had, and as I said, we can put something in between the past participle. So begin. The infinitive form of begin is begin. Sorry about that. Begin. Began. And begun. So the answer is had just begun. So the answer is A1. The movie had just begun before when my friend arrived. So we're still in the past, remember? When my friend arrived, the movie had just begun. So the answer is had just begun, everyone. Okay, very good. Next one, number 4. Let's read the question. Let's read the sentence. When the party nearly finished, when my friend brought a cake. So, we're in the past. We need to have your friend brought a cake. A cake. Before, but unfortunately, the party nearly finished. The order doesn't sound so natural, so we need to change this verb into a past perfect. So remember the rule had PP. So had nearly finish. So the infinitive form of finish is finish. The past simple is finished. And then the past participle is also finished. So the answer is had nearly finished. So let's talk about the rest of the incorrect answers. So has already finished is talking about the present perfect. Nearly finishing is now happening right now. It's a present simple. The nearly finishes is a regular verb form of the second conditional, but this is not happening right now in here. So this is also happening. So it's a present simple. And this one is a present simple continuous. So the answer is the had PP had nearly finished is the right answer. Let's read the complete version of sentence. When the party had nearly finished, it happened before. When the party had nearly finished, my friend brought a cake. So before my friend brought a cake, the party had nearly finished. So the answer is had nearly finished. Okay, very good. Next one. Number 5. Yesterday, my mom bought a nice salmon. So my mom cooked a salmon for dinner. So yesterday, they're talking about the past, right? Easy. So my mom cook a salmon for dinner. Then, what does she need? She needs a salmon beforehand, right? So, So before she cooked a salmon for dinner, of course she needs to buy a salmon first. So we need to change this form of the verb into past perfect simple. So had, remember the rule, had PP. Very good. The infinitive form of buy is buy. Past simple, bought. And the past participle is bought as well. So the answer is had bought. So yesterday, after my mom had bought a nice salmon, and then later she cooked the salmon for dinner. So the answer is had bought. Very good. Next one, number 6. Since Miss Franklin chose to eat fruit, her health went much better. So we're in the past right now. So Miss Franklin decided to eat fruit. And then after that, her health went much better. We're still in the past, but we need to figure out what happened first. I think Mr. Franklin decided to eat fruit was the beginning, and after that, consequently, her health went much better. This would be much more sense. So we need to change this choose into past perfect simple. So remember the rule, had PP, right? Had, choose, chose, chosen. This is the infinitive, past simple, and chosen. This is the past participle. So had chosen is the right answer. Very good. Next one. Before, let's read the sentence. Let's read the correct sentence. After Miss Franklin had chosen to eat fruit, her health went much better. So before her health went much better, Miss Franklin had chosen to eat fruit. That's why her health went much better. So the answer is has chosen. Very good. Next one. So my parents come to Paris before they got married. So married. So before married, we're in the past right now. Right? So before they got married, they came to Paris, right? So we need to before the marriage, right? So we need to put a past perfect in this place. So remember the rule, had PP. So had, sorry about that, come, came, come. This is the past participle, and we need to add had. Okay, so the answer is my parents had come to Paris before they got married. So before they got married in the past, they have an experience. My parents had come to Paris before they got married. So the answer is had come. Very good. Question 8. Let's read the sentence. I do my coursework before I went out for a meal with my friends. Of course, this verb, sorry about that. This verb says, oh, I'm the past. Yeah? So We're in the past, but we need to find what happened first. Yes? I went out for a meal. I went out. So this is the. Thank you very much. So this is the past simple. And this is the past perfect. So, before they went out for a meal with my friends, I did my coursework before. So, before is the point. Before in the past is past perfect. Then what should we do? We need to add had plus PP. So this is the infinitive form of do. Did is the past simple. Done would be the past participle. So the answer is I had done my coursework before I went out for a meal with my friends. I had done my coursework before. This is the past perfect, right? Because it happened before the past simple. The more past, as I said. More past, the past perfect. I had done my coursework before I went out for a meal with my friends. We're still in the past, everyone. Okay, so the answer is had done. Very good. Number 9. So Mr. Johnson bought a coffee for his friends, but they already drink coffee in the morning. So we have 4 selective answers. Has been already drinking. This is the present continuous. Has been already drinking. No. This is the this is the present perfect. And had already drunk is the past perfect. This is the regular form of the verb drinks, and drunk is the past simple irregular verb. So Mr. Johnson bought a coffee for his friends. But day before, they already drank coffee in the morning. Then what should we do? We need to use past perfect because it happened before the past simple. So last one, what's the rule? We need to add had. And we need to add PP. We need to change the verb into past participle, had PP. So drink is the infinitive form of drink. Infinitive form of drink, and drank is the past simple. Drunk is the past perfect form of drink. So the answer is had already drunk. correct sentence. Mr. Johnson bought a coffee for his friends, but they had already drunk coffee in the morning. So, Mr. Johnson bought a coffee for his friends in the past, but in the more and more past day, his friends had already drunk coffee in the morning. So that's why we used past perfect in here and past simple in this sentence. So the answer is had already drunk. Okay, very good job. This is it. For you guys, I prepared material in PDF file on the website. Please have a look and review what we have learned through these 2 videos. And then hope this video helped you a lot to learn past perfect simple. Okay, I'll be back in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.